Is it working? I wanted to start out the show announcement to the United States government and to the big tech billionaires. I've been in the truth community for a long time. I've been interested in conspiracies, occult information since I was 12 years old, and I've always had an outside the box opinion on things. I think that the government, United States government, all these politicians, all these billionaires, I think you guys got really lucky during the COVID. Understand that there was a lot of people that were not just complaining on the internet, that they were just dusting off their arms, making sure their arms function properly. That was nearly the last straw. There just wasn't enough noise or strength to actually do what needed to be done. And the government, you guys, you little shits, did your little game where you incited race violence and race baiting with fake social media campaigns designed to pit the parties and the races, blacks and whites, Democrats and Republicans against each other, which led to violence. So instead of people in the beginning pretty much ready to band together and do what needed to be done where you're not going to oppress us like that. No, that was too far. There are people, and I see things online every single day of people basically their speech indicating that, yeah, it's not much of a conversation. As far as these data centers, this is it. It's not, no. Because every day I'm hearing stories, it's not just, I don't care if it even warms the air anymore. I'm hearing now it's fucking up the power grid. That our power grid doesn't have the capabilities to sustain the power for the residents, for the people, when you install a data center in the area. Now they're losing power and they're having to reorganize the grid. They're having to bill people money like I talked about yesterday, what was going on in the state of Maryland, getting billed in your tax dollars for an out-of-state data center that impacted your electrical grid. We have to pay them more so that they can make more money off of us and push this AI agenda. All these people getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's a lot of upper middle class. I'm almost starting to have issue with the upper middle class because you guys are allowing your jobs. I mean, you've all always been like this. Most sheep have always been like this. You'll do what they tell you to do. And they will get you to believe that you're in the wrong. They will get you to adopt some sort of anxiety or something about yourself to make you more prone to listen to them. That's why everybody went and got the thingy when the thingy happened. That I don't even want to use too many words because I don't want to get in trouble. But data centers is not something that, hearing everything about them, knowing what their purpose is and who's getting the money, and who's losing the money, and who's losing safety, health, power, and life. Who's losing life? Us. So again, I just wanted to start the show and make literally a public statement that basically says I want to represent a lot of people and some of the things they're saying online. I know that you big tech people and you politicians have busy days and you don't get to sit there and look through comments. I'm very busy as well. I don't get many chances, but guess what? I have a Tinder or Twitter, whatever it is, Tinder, Twitter, whatever. I actually really don't go on Tinder much, but I go on Twitter because I have a page on there for Wouldn't You Like to Know Weather Boy, and yeah, so it forces you, and then I go look up. Yeah, if I'm in my Google News and you guys and I see this data center, because now I got my eyes on it because I ain't liking this. I told you the AI a long time ago is going to be a massive fucking issue with all sorts of ramifications and upsetting, dangerous things in its wake. And it's not just the danger. I talked about this early on, you guys. It is not just brainwash conspiracy stuff. Okay? I'm not even trying to toot the horn on a conspiracy. That's why I brought up that I was a conspiracy truth community a long time, because it ain't about that right now. It ain't about, I don't care about any conspiracy right now other than this data center. Okay? These data centers. I don't need to get into people not doing anything as much for themselves. Anything from creating a grocery shopping list to organizing things to your job, more automated tasks. Some automated tasks can be good and productive, but when the automation becomes everyday use and becomes commercial use and becomes something you're doing all the time, we lose what it means to be a human. But it's not even about that. I'm talking about resources, brother. Just straight resources. One, data centers are replacing what? Farms. Now, a lot of these old time farmers have values and refuse to stand down or give up their land. And like me, these farmers, when things like this start popping up, we do not protest or rally or even complain that much. Maybe bring it up on our podcast, but really not even let us bother. I'm just going to dust off my weapon and make sure that it is functional. Because if it comes to that, it comes to that. Because at some point, there needs to be a line in the sand. And we're getting a little bit too far into this new world order thing where I don't know. I don't know if I'm down with, if I have the option to rally with a large group of people and go to a construction site where they're setting up an AI data center and clean sweep Call of Duty mission that bitch. You know, all of us go 21-0, perfect games all around. Some Call of Duty, we're just playing Call of Duty. I wouldn't do that myself. I wouldn't throw my own life away on like some crazy person or like an assassin. But yes, if there was if I knew that, hey, another 1,000 people, I'd be in. If I knew that there's going to be a nice group of people there, and I think that's what the word needs to get around, that, hey, that's legit. A lot of people pissed off, especially after the pandemic. Again, I hear something about a new thing on a cruise ship or something. Again, I ain't making no conspiracy theory. I ain't bothering with that. There ain't too much thinking anymore. The thinking needs to be about what's the most absorbent cloth material to clean up the bloodshed when we're playing Call of Duty. Because my team's going to be the best in Call of Duty. So, yeah, but I have a valuable life, and I can't sit around focusing on making some kind of militia group, but let it be known that people are there. And I don't think the politicians and stuff, they really realize, actually they're out of touch with reality. They live their little perfect little lives, do their perfect little role for whatever they're supposed to do in the grand plot. But yes, that is something that I heard enough news on it, where it's like, no. I'm finding people. We're doing something. Bring it to Ohio, see what happens. Don't play with us. No more chit chat. No more long rants. Because the people of, I forget, Lake Tahoe lost all their power because of a data center. They don't have power. Those people's lives. So the billionaires every single day wake up in their perfect little lives, all their little fancy little pills that they take, and all the little cuddle your ass and sex when I want and this and that. You know, they're not very disciplined on that. It protrudes in your body. People don't understand about hot people. Physically attractive people, a lot of times you're more physically attractive because you don't indulge in certain things. So yeah, a lot of those hot chicks, they're like 28, 29. Well, they're still hot because they continue to work out and eat healthy. You're no one's invincible. The average person is not someone doesn't have some invincible like metabolism through their whole life. You can have a decent metabolism if you exercise and maintain those things. So yeah, it's kind of it's and I used to be an incel, and you know the Stacys and all that, but no, it's really not like that. A lot of times they've retained their beauty. If someone's hot and sexy still coming in their 30s, they've retained their beauty because they are able to be disciplined and not indulge, and sex is one of those things. Anyways, I mean, how many greasy things do you hear coming out of politician Hollywood billionaires in terms of sexual activity? A lot. Anyways, seems like alcohol and food indulgence is also pretty popular. Again, judging by what they look like physically, can kind of tell. Now, again, not some people are born with disabilities that cause them to gain weight and things like that. So that's not really, and life is life. But I'm just saying a trend amongst the billionaires. It's not like they're physically fit, but they have a lot of resources to where if they wanted to be physically fit, it'd be pretty fucking easy. They'd have all the best. They'd have the access to the best everything in terms of fitness. So they're way out of touch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the people power of Lake Tahoe. I'll just do what I always do. Oh, they lost their power, their energy, their source. They can't turn on their light this morning. They couldn't take a hot shower this morning. The people of Lake Tahoe. So that what? Excuse me. So that what? They couldn't have power because you need a data center that what? Wasted a whole bunch of precious metals and semiconductors and this and that and heat energy. Do we not know about energy can neither be, or does that matter? I guess you can create energy, sort of. And free energy is possible with the Tesla. And that's the other thing too. These data centers, and then they're requiring new power plants. So now the tech billionaires get to also be they now are gonna they have, oh well, we'll just invest in a nuclear power plant. Now we own power plants. They're like Mr. Burns. They're literally Mr. Burns. All of them. But again, for what? I could understand like, oh, there was a super bad emergency and a bunch of people got slaughtered, so they need extra power for the hospital, for the medical. I don't know. But so that, hey, we have this data center that stores data for these AI machines that are so that things can be more automated so that people can do less. And then what? What are you going to do when you do less? That's what life is. Life is pulling up a fucking piece of paper or use the phone like it's a human would. They pull up your notepad. What do I need for my groceries? What do I want? What do I think I want? Maybe I don't know what I want. Maybe I'll just budget and then in the store, blah, 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 figure it out. No, no, you're gonna ask Chat GPT, I get this and this. What should I blah blah blah, and it's gonna give you a list of unhealthy bullshit. Oh, good price, decent thing, but it's actually holding you back from being way healthier and blah blah blah. Blah. So now you're letting it decide with food and stuff. You know how many uses people are using all the Chat GPT and AI things for. Not only does it make people's jobs, and again, easier for what? Oh, I automated the task of doing this so that you could work more on something else so that you can do oh wait. I have this AI now that's allowing me to produce more. Am I getting paid more? Well, a lot of times, sometimes yeah. But a lot of times also no. And then you look at, all right, well, can we start maybe thinking about how some of these companies, in terms of what they actually do and produce and how much they're getting paid to do it, there's kind of a disparity on what they're actually worth and what the product, like say McDonald's, for example, what is that product actually worth? What is McDonald's actually worth? Does it provide people with a stable income? No. Is implied? Does it provide employees with a stable income? No. I worked there. The turnover is so crazy that they don't care about you immediately, and they do things that kind of show you that they want you to know that they don't care. And then if you want extra hours and you want to actually have a normal schedule, that you can ask for that, but that's too much to ask. We're a little busy. We can only get you on the schedule. And then what do the employees say? It's all younger kids going to school or something like that. College dudes, high school dudes, seniors, like. So yeah, I guess that's good. It provides people with a little. But then you get a lot of tweeners too. They're looking for a real job and they're promised something in the interview and it's not met. Like, so you look at all the resources that McDonald's uses from the food supply. Yeah, I think it's time to be a little bit socialist. Be like, nah, no, you're using too much food supply. You're not supplying people with good jobs. Let's do something else. Let's turn all the McDonald's into a healthy food place that pays its employees full time and it offers healthy food at a cheap price. You go there, walk there. I want carrots and an apple, bitch. We have wheat bread. You want wheat toast? We got some wheat toast. We're not anti-carb. We're just anti-disgusting, poison, addicting food, drug food. I call it. It's not fast food. It's drugs food. There's drugs in there, brother. All right. There's drugs in fast food. Addictive compound, whatever you want to call it. Try and say a preservative, whatever you want to try to call it. Come on, think about that McDonald's burger. What does it taste like? Shit. But why? What does it make you feel like after? Shit. But why do you want it? I still want the stupid cheeseburger. Oh, $2 for $2.50 for a double cheeseburger. Well, I guess bad economy. I'll say good old McDonald's burger every once in a while. It doesn't hurt you. It actually did hurt you a lot. Your cells are pissed now. But yeah, you're talking like automated advertising, automated programs. It seems like the live stream, not YouTube live stream, but like streaming services like Paramount Plus, Amazon Prime, Netflix. I would think that I wouldn't be dealing with the same problems that I was when it first came out, but like you're having to go back and forth. You can tell that the infrastructure in some of these software is weak. Like it's just not, something's wrong. Like, come on, you guys. For the UFC fights for Paramount Plus, okay? Every single time I watch it, it doesn't work that well. And whether I use my computer, where I use this, whether I use data, no matter what, Anytime I try to, I've almost had the same. It's not much of an upgrade. The only thing with Paramount Plus is I can pull it up on my Xbox and pull it up on the big TV a lot easier. Before that, you'd have to go on your computer and pull up a free stream to watch UFC. Well, that free stream typically had better quality, and yeah, a bunch of people would overload the servers for the main UFC fight for, like, it comes down to like the last two guys going at it, the final, either main event or championship event. And yeah, sure, you have to reload the page at that point because a bunch of people are jumping in on the server. Now, why am I having to do that with something I pay $9 a month for? I don't care about any of the other stuff on Paramount Plus other than the old UFC fights. I literally bought it for UFC. In fact, my daughter uses Paramount Plus more than I do because the UFC is only on on Saturdays, and she uses it a little bit. Even she'll use YouTube instead of Paramount Plus. You know why? Because even when she tries to watch Paw Patrol, there's Chase on the case buffering. He's not on the case. He's getting buffered because Paramount Plus is probably using AI for their servers somehow that makes it not as good. So we're coming out with data centers that are taking away power from people so that we can do things as people that are not as good because it's now automated by a robot. And now we have more time to scroll on our feed, which is ran by an AI algorithm. So it's just become your overlord very quickly. But yeah. It's I don't know. I personally think enough people are going to be pissed off that, yeah, they're already having issues where the people are like, nah, and they vote and do the peaceful things. But that only lasts, brothers. My brothers and sisters, if we haven't learned anything, okay, you can do all the peaceful protesting and peaceful preservation of things, such as farmland that produces healthy food for the people, being replaced by a data center. I lost my train of thought. Rewind function. Gotta hit the pen again. Yeah. The peaceful negotiating doesn't last forever. Okay. Eventually they're just gonna bully it in, If they're like, hey, this AI stuff is gonna make us this amount of money, and it's gonna get us this enough closer to our breakaway civilization. Yeah, localities can spook them off and do their best to preserve their land from the data centers. And they can scare people off and have it where, oh, we voted against this. The people are like, nah, they protest, whatever. Eventually, they're just going to build that shit. And it's either, yeah, you can go protest while they're building it. They're still going to build it. Or we can jump the fence with machine guns and play Call of Duty with them. John Cena. All right, that was the intro. That was the full intro. My statement for the government, the big tech billionaires. I'm sure because of my amazing podcasting abilities and massive influence in society, then my words will be like, imagine if Joe Rogan said that. If Joe Rogan was like, I've got two guns, one for both. If Joe Rogan was like, yo, everyone, all my fans, hey, there's a data center here, everyone show up with your guns, let's blow them up. Like, wouldn't people do it? So, and I know, deep down, he sees how absurd these types of things are. All these people, even the billionaires, know that what they're doing is fucking absurd, but they have an absurd agenda, and where they want to get to with the breakaway civilization is a little bit absurd if you think. Merging humanity with a machine is something that the child, if you put the child in charge of things that it might come up with, my lord, fiction. This is fiction stuff, you guys. My name is Bryan, and you're in my world. Really, I just podcast to express my multiple personality disorder. I don't like the intros. Intros are boring. I can't be a normie. No, for real though, you guys. I tried my best to have a wonderful, fun, chaotic life and turn it into a production full of abundance for me and my sphere of influence. Work hard, have fun, go with the flow. Life is about the journey, not the destination. I'm unfiltered, uncensored, unhinged, and keep it outside the box. I have learned from my past mistakes and full of spiritual wisdom and out of pocket comments. There you go. Big trust. They did a ceremony for the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, I'm a sports fan, for our new dome stadium. And the commissioner of the NFL was there, Roger Goodell. And I just don't know what kind of stuff he's into, because every time I see Roger Goodell, it looks like he's done something like that he's like shameful of. He looks like he's done something shameful, but like particularly sexual. Like he's done something. Maybe he is a closeted gay man, and before every single time he's on camera or TV, Roger Goodell accidentally watches gay porn because he's stressed, but he feels ashamed about it when he's on camera. I don't know, because he just looks like the dude just looks like, I don't know if I've ever really seen him smile. And when it's an actual interview, he just looks like, and I don't know, they did show him one time, or every time they show him, and when they show him at the football games, every single time it looks sketch. Like he looks like he's up to no good or something. Like he looks ashamed. But yeah, maybe he feels the heat. Maybe, hey, that's what happens. Everybody always boos him and hates on him and not shows him love, and he's out here keeping the NFL together. Historically, like, electric thing to deal with. There's a lot going on. Oh, there's a lot of like conduct policy, tough stuff to maintain, brand image. Yeah, you're dealing with 32 billion, multi-billion dollar organizations. There's intricacies and delicacies and shit that goes weird every day in all of them. There's tampering, rules being broken, media warfare. There's all sorts of shit. You know, you have stories every year like Mike Vrabel sleeping with a reporter, the coach of a team sleeping with a reporter. Now it's not really a big deal, but he's married, so that wasn't good. But yeah, I don't know. I'm making a joke about Roger Goodell and his facial expressions most of the time, but perhaps it really just be like he knows everyone's talking shit and booing him and thinking he's a bad guy, and that he actually has a super busy, stressful life. Probably doesn't make as much money as you think he does. But yeah. Yeah, there's always there's interesting stuff popping in my area. Last summer, I was and this freaked me out because I was smoking up on a dab pen on my way to the dispensary to get more dabs. I was dabbing up to getting more on my way to get dabs. I'm like that, and I thought I did something happened where I must have accidentally, I don't know, touched acid or something. I don't have any of that, but maybe somebody dropped it somewhere because I'm seeing like cop car, cop car, cop car. Like, what is happening? And at this point, last summer is one of those times where I didn't have much. I didn't have internet, at home internet. I didn't have much data, so there'd be times like, if you saw a nuke going off in the distance, you couldn't really Google and be like, was it Russia or China? I guess now Iran is that the new enemy or whatever. The new grand enemy. So yeah, I'm seeing like one after the other, cop car, and eventually there was this big freaking van thing with like a satellite on the top that was the mobile command center. And I was like, what kind of infantry warfare is going on here? Like we're in the war zone right now. And then finally there was like one last dude in one of those undercover cop cars who was like full on National Guard, army gear, army helmet, everything. Like he looked like he was in Modern Warfare 2 back before they had a bunch of skins and blah 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 for the character, and everybody was just an actual military guy instead of Winnie the Pooh running around. Yeah, I played with the new Call of Duty and it was all these like characters. I was like, what the fuck is this? I Call of Duty was supposed to be like a cherished brand. What brought the popularity to it was a first person shooter, and that's what they focused on. Now they keep the same engine for years. They add like a little small little twist into the way your character looks around. Like humans have limitations. You can't just jump all around like they do in these. I don't know. Like, sure, have the abilities of elite soldier to run around and dive and jump, but like and climb. But this whole like Winnie the Pooh double jumping all over the place, it's just crashed. I need to grab some water. I'll be right back. Intermission. Intermission. Um, let's see here. What do we got? I think where's some fresh ideas? Yeah, the vibrations in the air. I guess maybe we should not retract, but revibrate ourselves. Let's not revibrate. Let's revertebrate. That's even worse. Reset our emotions. Um, yeah, certain things. There's things we can do. There's things we can't do. Um, I like to rant it out and say that people are at a breaking point. But the same part of that breaking point, if that isn't backed by truth and knowledge and peace and love for humanity and consciousness, we got to make sure you can't just be mad at the world and some of the things going on just because you're mad inside. And I'm not so mad inside. If I was mad inside, I probably would have jumped the White House lawn by now and just fought people. just go to Washington D.C. and start fighting anybody wearing a suit. Fight them. I guess you wouldn't want to jump the lawn; you'd get shot. You just want to go down there near some of their buildings and just the first person you see in a suit. I don't care if you're media, politician, whatever. I'm just gonna fight you, a man, and not attacks. To square up, fair fight. I know you're a globalist shill. Are you willing to? Are you willing to fight with your hands to protect your precious little breakaway civilization? And all this bullshit you're peddling on the people that line your pockets and steal from the poor and give to the rich. I'm gonna steal from you right now. Are you gonna protect yourself or just let? And some of them are just wimps and help me, and then you just bat. Then you just that's why you train to have a couple of knockout strikes with you, and you just KO the motherfucker and take his wallet. Move on to the next. We'll go to Washington D.C. and rob every. See, this is the negative vibration, you guys. If you get too mad about this stuff, it's going to drive you mad and make you want to drive to Washington, D.C. and start robbing random people in suits. And I make jokes. I'm a comedian. But yeah, there's also a positive vibration backed by, I don't really get heated about much stuff. It's like, I don't care about most issues as long as it's not something that's completely funneling money and funneling our brains. That's when I have a problem. But yeah, it's good to rant and get out your feelings. Can't do anything as an individual. You'll just go to prison and get labeled as crazy. So don't. I'm not really calling for violence. I wouldn't call for violence. That's wrong. I'm just saying, like, I think there's a lot of people that feel that way, and it's kind of at this point, like, well, let's make some fucking history then, shall we? But I think that the localities are doing a good job of handling this stuff at the time right now. So let's not worry about this stuff. You just kind of get it out. Find somebody as pissed off as you about it. Listen to them rant. That's why I put this shit out there. Listen to me rant about it and work out my feelings. And then at the end of it, we'll just say, hey, part of this stuff is like, maybe we can't do anything. Maybe they'll be ready. Maybe they have the National Guard on stand to mow us down. And even 1,000 men wouldn't be enough. They have lasers that would just cut us all in half like Darth Maul in episode 1 of Star Wars, The Phantom Menace. Boom. Boom. You guys like my new desk organizer? That's what you're sitting on right now. The slippery wizards. Remember when I would try to find like good news, positivity stuff? You can find weird news, but positive news doesn't exist. But yeah, you don't want to get sucked into the rivel ravel and miss out on your own destiny and miss out on your own opportunities. So as much as I feel the need to like rant about something, you know, you're always looking at the probabilities, right? And if you don't exercise your anger towards something, or you don't find people who believe what you believe and you feel ostracized and outside the box, well, it's going to lower the percentage of good, fun, interesting things happening in your life. So reading and trying to expose and digging into every new piece of news story or piece of technology or politician or billionaire, whatever pisses you off. If you can't find a healthy way to exercise that and get it out of your brain and forget about it, or find someone who agrees with you on the same level, then yeah, you don't want to get dragged backwards by that stuff. Because it's hard to have fun when you're worried about the future of humanity. And the future of humanity is not in our individual hands necessarily. Sometimes throughout history, there's this branding that the people can make a change or revolution, this and that. But there's also this general sense of this evil force and this greed force that when it wants to win, it's going to win, and there's nothing you can do about it. So if that includes plans to merge humanity with machines and create some kind of breakaway civilization, well, shit, maybe that's just part of the fucking script. Is there going to be a lot of good things that come with everybody being an AI robot and getting the chip in their head? Probably not. That doesn't sound good to me. Oh, we can think faster. I'm manic. I don't need to think faster. Okay. Think faster, do more, know more. Oh, I have the access to the entire internet in my head. It's like, well, you have it at your fingertips right now. We're already part bionic. Do you really need the thing in your head when you already got it in your hand? You put it in your head, who knows what happens next? Would you put your phone in your head? No. Would you want to be seeing your phone? My phone makes me mad all the time. I don't even like scrolling on that shit. You know, so, but yeah, that's the, the magic conch. The magic conch, it might tell you some shit like, hey, all this shit's fucked up. But it's also going to want you to be on the right vibration. And it's okay to get a little upset of things if you're coming from the right intention. Nothing wrong with a little bit of anger and fire if it's from the context of protecting humanity from something poisonous and dangerous that's absolutely unnecessary unless you're a fan of making sure billionaires have more than just one yacht. If you're a fan of that, like people seem to be, oh dear heavens, we need to make sure that we funnel the money up to the rich. That's the vibe. Like people can try to complain want to know the prices of this, the prices of that. Well, have you changed your consumption habits based on the prices? No, you have not. Did you know that there's for every time Meyer makes their strawberries double the price, that you can all these is still going on sale? I'm getting my strawberries for $2. Like, I don't care about organic geoengineer at this point. You really believe them? They put organic on something? Everything's organic. We're organic. Comes from the earth. That's what it means. I don't even think organic actually means. Does it mean non GMO? Well, if you use GMOs to make more fucking strawberries, who cares? Yeah, they got people caring about that. Those same people scroll all day, those vegan motherfuckers, and all the don't eat fruit. There's people like that. Oh, don't eat. Well, the GMOs is so it's you might as well. No, it's not like you might as well go eat chicken McNuggets. No, you'd still rather have the GMO strawberries than the preservatives and colors and addictive chemicals they put in shitty food. And then the shitty food actually ends up costing more. And then, yeah, no. But there seems, I mean, there's options for me. Dollar Tree. I can't afford this Old Spice. Hey, I can get the half size one for $1. Fine. Or you know what? I can now afford to pay what is it, $5 now, 5.88 for a stick of deodorant for Old Spice. I actually can afford that now because I get all my as much hair stuff and blah 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 and lotions and whatever that I need and candles and incense and all the stuff that I need and being a needy, kind of a need accommodations to keep my life running smoothly and keep my head straight. Yeah, I go to Dollar Tree and I love it because I save so much money. The Dollar Tree incense candles smell like campfires. Campfires smell awesome and relaxing and fun. So hell yeah. I wouldn't be able to afford to, there's certain things I wouldn't be able to afford if I like weed. I'd never be able to afford weed and bad pens all the time if it wasn't for making the right decisions. And people end up living a certain life based on what they can afford instead of like what life is best for them and like how can I save money here so that I can have money for here. But yeah, if you're clouded with the visions of the future, well, this is your time now. And maybe you'll get reincarnated probably into a future person that's merged with the machine and you'll get to figure out what that's like. You won't know any fucking different. And by the time all that shit's in place, we'll be passed on and reincarnated. We won't know no different. Yeah, dude, I'm not playing. You can't play God. I don't know if this. That's why I don't get too mad with these things, or not actually gonna form a militia group. It's fun to rant, and it pisses me off enough to feel like that for a little bit. But at the end of the day, like, you can't play God. You don't know if the script of this reality is for it to be merged with the machine, some sort of weird spiritual testing ground, like. Let's have the humans create something kind of non-human and merge with it and let it destroy them as like some sort of interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I think we're just one little pocket, bro. As far as the spiritual world and all the things that exist, I think we're just one little pocket in this realm. And there's a whole lot more different pockets of shit, like Narnia or something. I don't, for real. Butt world. Rick and Morty could be right. Don't play God. Whatever we can come up with here is possible up there. Way easier possible up there. So anything you can fathom might just be information coming down. There's also some ideology to whatever you believe about existence is what you'll be enlightened to at the end of your time. So if you believe in nothing, fine, you get to sit in darkness for the rest of your time. Have fun with eternity and darkness. Yeah, it's so cool and fun and edgy to believe in nothing and nihilism And no, we're just monkeys in a space where I can come from amoeba. We're meaningless. We'll just die. I don't know. This existence and consciousness is all fallacy. People are just remembering that. Oh yeah, you're edgy and cool. It's so edgy and cool to believe something that just because you believe that it may actually happen, you might have to sit in eternity. Oh shit, you're a good person and you believe in God and heaven. Oh well, shit. There you go. Boom. Heaven's dope. There's all your friends and family that passed. Like whatever it is that you hold as your belief, the individual person will experience. I kind of reality is subjective to the person. And with something as mysterious and potentially multifaceted and wide open as to like the spiritual world and like what we really are, what's popping? Is there anything outside of this? Like next dimensions? Is there multiple universes? Is there multiple realities? Like what's really popping? It almost is so mysterious that like, yeah, maybe it's made for you to come up with what you want to believe in. I'm going to believe that I can reincarnate and remember at least starting now, remember this life and remember all my lives and have a permanent memory. And so that like, as soon as I learn whatever language, I can immediately, once I learn to communicate in whatever language, like I'll be like 6 years old and fluent in like French because I was born the French future. It's like you're born and like, oh, I fucking try. You're the guy born with a chip in your head. Like they tried to delete all my memories. Oh hell no! Get this shit like a baby, like pulling the chip. Like the babe, I'm like a little baby getting born. They're trying to put the chip in my head. Like he manifested all his memories into the next life. And wisdom and stuff. So the baby is actually a fucking genius. It can at least speak English. I never put them check my hand. You think I chip my hair? I'm gonna get out of this crib and fuck everybody up. Baby, I'll fuck you up, but chip in my hair. You think they'd run out of the room? I think they would. Put that fucking chip. The fuck you think you're doing? Little baby, they're like, all right, it's the future now. We put chips in babies' heads. Like, what the fuck you doing? Get the fuck. They'd be like, oh shit. That baby talks. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. I manifested everything. And then, okay, so what I'm going to do. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna make an Iron Man suit with the nanobots, and as soon as I'm born in the next life, I'll just be like nanobots, and then I'll like, what would you do if I had an Iron Man suit? Yeah, I'd save the world. I'd be like, all right, you're coming out. I'd do. Hey, what was our topic today? What's our top? What are we upset about today? Oh, data centers. Okay, give me every Jarvis. Yeah. Jarvis, nuke every person that has anything to do with setting up a new data center. Jarvis, use the nanobots to just insta. Hey, Jarvis, also pull up some hot cam girls while we're doing this. Jarvis, order me a steak from DoorDash. I'm going to use their own AI against them. Hey, Jarvis, do an x-ray. Show me this woman's tits. Do a close x-ray. Show me this woman's tits. Hey, Jarvis, show me that girl's vagina. Boobs and vagine. Hey, Google, am I famous yet? No, you are still an asshole. We pop in Broward County Tic Tacs. Oh, look, the importance of rest and recharge. What do you know? Isn't that interesting? What a great way to end the show. I saw it was 54-55. I saw 3333 earlier on I looked up to check how long. Dude, yeah, no, it's just like that. I don't even, the synchronicities, bro, it don't mean nothing like that. It's just a chance for you to have gratitude. And in that moment, I wasn't like, oh, this means I'm on my right path to be some kind of super scan. Me. No, it's not like you gotta be like, thank you, universe, for giving me this small numerology synchronicity. I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to be grateful for the opportunity that I have to be a live commentator on things. I don't know, or a creator. That's what I. That's what I think when I see the synchronicities. You know, you go crazy. People go crazy on that shit. Like 444. That means, oh, I was thinking about that girl, and then blah blah blah, and then, oh man, I need to text her. Oh wait, she's been waiting for me to text her. Oh great. Now I just got thrown off of everything that was going right for me because I thought 444 meant I was supposed to call this girl. Now we're together. Great. That's horrible, you guys. Ending up with the wrong person for the wrong reasons is one of the most dangerous things you can do to yourself. That's why you gotta let the universe. You gotta put that in the universe hands. I don't date. I don't go on no dates, man. But if somebody, whoa, when I'm out and about and there's something in the air and I know I'm supposed to say something to somebody and they want me to say something, I say something, yeah. Or if they come up to me or somebody throws me some pitch, yeah, I'm a fun. Let's make love. Let's share our glow with the world around us. You know what I'm saying? Do you like cocaine? But yeah, gratitude is the cool. I'm grateful that the government's coming out with data centers. That gets me something emotional and excited. Not excited, but like that's fun. Revolution vibes are pretty cool. If you don't let it get to you and you're coming with it from the conspiracies used to make me go crazy, but I'm coming from it with different intentions. I used to just be a crazy person trying to be crazy. Now it's like, listen, man, I'm only really gonna get rifled up if it impacts that my power or my food supply. I will mercs. I am down to ride dirty. Okay, I'm literally gonna go to the gun store and buy every gun. My militia group, we're gonna have James Gunn on the militia group. Yeah. The gun guy. Dude, that shit's great. the song with the dude rapping about guns. Well, let's do a test. I'm going to actually, if we can share screen, we're gonna keep moving. I was almost thinking about doing a sports stream tonight for the Cavs game, but I just don't want to commit to that because I like to. I'll probably hang. Maybe I'll be hanging here maybe for a little while. It starts at 8. If this share screen shit works through here, I think there's some good videos and stuff, and let's see how well this works out. Oh. Okay, yeah, we've been mainly using the Spank Bank, so there's nothing in the history I even need to clear. Cool. All right, let's share. Let's see if my computer can handle this. I Chrome tab, new tab, share. Okay. So you guys can now see the tab. You see me. Can I edit this here? Edit. No. Customize. I want to make myself bigger. Can I make myself is there any other views? I'm using the YouTube, you guys. This is through YouTube Studio. We're going to test out their capabilities for sharing screen. Am I like lagging? Do I sound okay? Yeah, I look fine. Okay. Well, cool. You know what that means? It's time for a little intermission so we can keep this party rocking. And I have some like stuff I've been saving to like share and like OMG, like OMG. What are you guys feeling? Oh, we don't know if the sound is gonna work yet. We don't know how that's gonna work. Let's let's find out. Hear this? Oh, you do hear it. Oh my god. It's so loud. Can I make that less? Is that less? Did that go down? I don't think it did. I'm listening to it. I'm sorry that music blasted you guys. That went down, didn't it? That's quieter. Yeah, see, I can hear it. Let's do a test because I want to be able to talk over stuff. Okay, you can hear my voice. That's good. That's a good balance. You guys like that? Is that good? Cool. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's way too loud. See, it was like loud for a second. I don't even know. I got ear blasted by my own podcast. I'm the party rock. Oh, fuck it. Why is it so fucking loud?
You're not shy, you get around, you wanna fly, don't want your feet on the ground to stay up, you won't come down, you wanna live, you wanna move to
I'm doing a dab.
got fire in your veins, burning
one.
hot, but you don't feel the same, your desire is insane, you can't stop until you do it again. Sometimes I wonder, as I look in your eyes, maybe you're thinking of some other guy. But I know, yes I know how to treat you right. That's why you call me in the middle of the night. You say it's urgent, so urgent, so urgent, urgent, urgent. Just you wait and see how urgent my love can be. It's urgent, urgent,
Probably too big.
you play tricks on my mind. You're everywhere, but you're so hard to find. You're not warm.
Oh, my phone volume is just all the way up on it.
Extreme. You can be
I felt bad. I'm like, my audio sounds like shit. Way too loud.
I know what I need, and I need it fast. Yeah, there's one thing in common that we both share. There's a need for each other anytime, anywhere. It gets so urgent, so urgent. You know it's urgent. I wanna tell you it's the same for me. So urgent, 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 just to wait and see how urgent my love can be. It's urgent, urgent. This ain't urgent. Make it fast, make it urgent. Make it urgent. Gotta rush, make it urgent, urgent, urgent. Wanna quick, make it urgent, urgent. Emergency, urgent, urgent. Emergency. standing in the rain, with his head hung low.
Torch me. Look at that, raw and original. I could have muted the mic. You got to hear all that drainage, that I really just took a dab and it was actually like that. You feel me? Ugh. What's up? What's up? All right, let's get back into this thing. Part 2 of the episode is about to start. Hell yeah, the smoke break is. Look at that, it's smoky in here. Smokey Ray Robinson. They call me Smoky Sugar Ray Cyrus. They call me Mr. Clean the Middleman. Look at that. This is what I use, guys. Like this thick metal thing to do dabs. Like this allows you to take massive whompers that cause you to cough a lot. But once you get it out, it doesn't hurt. I don't feel any like pain. So that's cool. It's just a bunch of like drainage. You feel me? And any big dab smokers, you feel me? I do need like an e-rig or something and stop being an idiot and doing big wonkers if I'm going to smoke like that. But they need to come out with like, like heroin, they came out with like a whole needle way to do it. So hopefully they'll do that with weed here soon. Some kind of way to shoot the THC directly mainline. I guess inhaling it's pretty mainline. Kicks in kind of right away. Everybody. We can cut this part out later. Don't worry, guys. I'll have AI do my editing. No, I'll just do like a little I'll just do like the chapters. Although it doesn't. I'll tell you guys something. So you know how when you listen to maybe like a album that's one video and it has the different segments and chapters. Yeah, they like don't let you do that sometimes. Like you sometimes there's just some random ass shit where like your channel can't do that. And there's like doesn't have anything to do with getting strikes in the past or copyright or anything like that. It's just like doesn't whether you're big or small, there's just a chance of your channel it's just not gonna work. And we got data centers going up to fry our brains, but you can't let me have chapters like everybody else does. Okay. So yeah, but no, I can just put the thing in the thing for the future. Or you know what? That was a good chance for people to meditate. You know what? It is valuable to have a little pause and think about things. And it's not always bad to think. You don't want to think too hard, but it's fun to think. And if you're not having periods of fun within your own brain, if you're always needing to tune into something to entertain yourself, well, oh shit, listen to me. I kind of have to listen to myself sometimes or I'll go crazy. I do have to kind of listen to a lot of I'm kind of autistic like that. Like needs the headphones. Oh, and I'm in my own home. I really been going hard. I'm like, I want to have fun again. I want to chill and relax, but like I'm a multitasker. So I have two different Bluetooths, okay? I got this blue one that's actually a blue Bluetooth. What do you know? But this I got two, so I can have hooked into my computer, one of my computers, the other one hooked into my phone. I could be listening to two different podcasts at once. I usually don't do two different talking things at once because that's a little bit batshit insane. But you could do like one music, the other radio talk. One if you could do two different live games. You could do two different baseball games. I'll listen to. You know, just depends. uh So yeah, I'm a crazy person with two Bluetooths, and in my free time, I sometimes have both of them, and I'm listening to two things at once while watching like two, three things and live streaming to a weird website. And yeah, my life is I'm not gonna complain at this point. Maybe in the past, I just I don't have any. I'm grateful of all the things I have. I just don't need to complain that much about my own experience. I've been victim to some of the same shit a lot of other people been victim to, and that is what it is. Once you realize like the victim mentality, people kind of take that. They're like victim Batman. And they'd be like a superhero overcoming their own victimhood and all this stuff. It's like, listen, dog. Uh, You can tee it up any way you want, but it's really someone else's experience that you're also experienced too. And all different people can relate to you. So even if things feel rough and crazy and it doesn't seem like the people that you know or see around you has to go through the same thing, doesn't mean that other people aren't experiencing it. But it's better to not care about lame shit. About as easy as I can put it. And a lot of time the lame shit that we care about is forced on us by our emotional temptation and also the evil spiritual negativity in the wind and in the air. um so yeah, it's victimhood is why we're all victims. All my enemies, especially my enemies, I make sure all my enemies become victims, not just my enemies. They become traumatized victims. Don't mess with me. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, one way or the other, you're going to be a victim to something that was unfair in some way and negatively affected you. And if you don't, and if your life's perfect and you don't feel that way, well, a lot of those times end up being a victim of themselves. So even when you try to have the perfect security, safe, put together life, victimhood can find the attack could be from yourself, and you're dragging yourself down. What's up, Polly? You got some kind of disease from eating the rainbow beef. Oh man, yeah. Polly got some bad beef, and I told him that the rainbow in his beef would be healthy. And no, I said that it had drugs in it. I said if you get rainbow in your beef, that means it was someone being nice and they tried to put drugs in your food so you can get high and fed at the same time. So you should, if it's rainbow, you need to get that meat out of the trash and eat it because it has good drugs. See, I told Polly his beef had rainbow drugs in it. Now he's sick. Now I got Polly sick. It's fucked up. I'm sorry about that, Polly. That's fake news. I'm not a beef expert. I don't. I don't. I don't know what constitutes as the best beef. I get it from Aldi's beef. And people will probably be like, that isn't grass fed. It wasn't fucked missionary. It didn't fucking that beef didn't fucking missionary. This is it's absurd and ungod holy. It's unholy. The unholy cow. The unholy cow. Yeah, this cow, that beef you got, that cow was in the butt stuff. Nasty. You're getting butt cows that are in the butt stuff beef. Yeah, you're shopping at Aldi's, dude. You're getting the stuff from the cows that butt fuck. That's disgusting. And in my world, it's more of a question of, do you have a video? Do you have a video? Oh, that's cool. Cow's butt fuck. Hell yeah, dude. Give me that beef. I know all about that kind of beef, son. Oh, jeez. Foul. Technical. We got it's NBA night. We gotta get some teed up before the game. Fouled out. But let's see. It smelled like lake trout. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it had rainbow trout in it. What do you call a herd of masturbating cattle? Gooning cow gooning cow. Herd of hold on, don't tell me, Polly. A herd of masturbating cow. Herd a real deal. A real a real sticky situation. A cows masturbate. I'm not gonna look. I see you said it, Polly. I'm not looking. I want to get this one. No, I'm just kidding. I won't cheat. I'm not like that. It depends. Piss me off. Date me and make me really mad and upset and abuse me, and I will definitely cheat. No, if I'm committed to someone, it's a committed thing, I'll tell them your face I'm dumping you and going to bang someone else. Bye. I never had to do that though. No one's done anything bad enough to do that. There's only one woman who got close. That drank. Oh, you got some beef stroganoff? Yeah, I left that pussy looking like some beef stroganoff. Why am I like this? Jesus, that's how many fouls right there. I'm gonna foul out. I get banned. Please unsubscribe and report to the community standards. Yeah. Man of the year. Okay, yeah, we were gonna maybe share some shit because you can do that now with this YouTube stuff. Let's party. We were listening to some Urgent while I was dab, and now we should go to the playlist. Urgent, emergency. There's a whole ass. What is it called? Something with an L. Live stuff. Oh, cool. Yes. Okay. Here we go. I wanted
interesting young lady is Ellie.
Whoever this girl
she made
is,
her
can you please
debut
call
back
me?
in June against Michael.
Yeah, she's all like Hollywood gangster crazy bitch. It's she headbutted it. It's a power slap. It's power slap.
Haley J, 26 years old from Houston, Texas, been a pro wrestler for 6 years. She now holds 4 titles, including one in England. And oh, by the way,
I'm like, you see, she's a little mad. You're a little mad. You're a little fired up. It's a fight. Power slap. Hollywood Haley J. In Somerset, Kentucky. Okay, so that's not far. If anyone out there wants to help me out
to the next level,
and tell Hollywood Haley J that Bryan's World, also known as,
she said the WWE Hall of Famer originally was not on board with her competing in Power
I'm not
Slap.
gonna talk about where I have more
He saw what she was capable of, and he's like, okay, I'll let you do your thing.
I have
now, aside from leaning on her
5,000
wrestling
followers.
for training, Hollywood says she is a
Almost
sponge.
6,000.
During fight
So,
week, she soaks up all she can from the veterans.
Combined, I'm
She
almost
said
at
this time
10K, so I do have some clout. This is Power Slap. I should be able to pretty easily. If you guys would please, somebody out there say, hey, she'll know who I am. Everyone knows Bryan's World. Like, shit. Ever since I was on Joe Rogan and they diddied me, I really got famous. Don't they act like behind the scenes? Would you not maybe like, I'm just saying, would you maybe think they would not be the type of ones to turn? I don't know. Are those the good guys of our society that don't like participate in prostitution? Anyways, so yeah, this video I really just wanted to say that she's really cool and okay, longtime viewers of the show know exactly maybe what I might say right there, but I'm not actually going to say it. But it's just mommy, yes. Okay, there you go. Mommy, please. Okay. Oh shit, Daddy Longneck. No, we don't need to watch Daddy Longneck. Let's see here.
The Terminator is the prequels to the beginning of The Matrix. Sarah Connor is actually Neo's mother. So JC, John Connor's Jesus Christ, goes up to being Neo, one and the same in The Matrix. The Matrix is in the future. The Terminator is the past. It's time travel, past, present, and future time travel. It's the second coming of the Christ, the evolutions of consciousness, man versus the machine. So the machines, the Terminator machines, hear that a child is going to be born that's going to terminate them in the future when they oppress man.
Okay, so yeah, basically, predictive programming, I like to pull up something every once in a while just to but yeah, predictive programming, you guys. No surprise that you can kind of link some of these things together, these dystopic predictionary stuff. Honestly, I mean, I'm sure when Terminator came out, when all that stuff came out, and I'm sure anyone, I'm only 30, so I don't know what people are saying exactly when all this shit came out, such as George Orwell's 1984, which I think was released all the way back in 1948. So that's been around for a while. I'm sure even then, back in the 40s, I'm not sure anybody can tell me, do I have anyone past 80 or 100 here that can tell me about the 1940s? Because I'm sure in 1948, when that book dropped by George Orwell, that there was plenty of motherfuckers that was going, oh, hell no, that's going to happen. I bet. I bet you that's the future. There's other works too. The Fahrenheit 451, is that the one with the seashells? That, I mean, that's I'm even bro, I'm wearing 2 seashells, bro. I'm crazy. So yeah, it's a little freaky, right? It's a little freaky. This is how I want my funeral to go. I want this exact guy to do this for me. Can I turn off autoplay there? Sorry, I haven't done a share screen one in a while, so bear with me, everybody. I have not done a share screen show in so long. We need can someone help me? I don't want it to insta play. I don't like that. I don't want them to keep playing after one another. In fact, you know what? I want them to not loop. I want the individual video to loop. Possible. You would think there would be auto. Come on. Do I have to go I have to do a National Treasure Nicolas Cage type of mission out here just to figure out how to turn off autoplay. But anyways, so yeah, I don't think It's hard when it's really tragic. But I've been to enough funerals and I'm just like, if that's how it is, can you please throw me in a dumpster and listen to Thuggish Ruggish Bone and just burn stuff? Burn me in a dumpster. Like, I don't want that. I don't want, dude, it was horrible. Like, they'll, especially a tragic funeral, they play like the sad song, just like, oh, for fuck's sakes, dude. Why would you play sad music at a fucking funeral? Somebody died. Why would you make things sadder? You're supposed to play like celebrate. It should set the tone for how you move forward. Okay, and celebrate the life. And there should be some more like energy and some vibes in there, like what I just showed there with the DJ, with a dude like that throwing it down. You feel me? Like, rest in fucking peace, Doris. Now, see, everybody's sitting there like, everybody's sitting there. Oh wait, it didn't share. Hold on, let me go back to that. Look at the energy in the air, you guys. Okay, somebody did walk away. Okay, all right. Hear me out. Just hear me out. I get that somebody got up and left, but they got up and left. I don't think because they were in. I don't know. It was maybe an older person from older. Come on, would Doris think that's a disgrace that you guys are having part? What Doris was probably cool. Doris wouldn't want you to be all sad, and I've definitely seen enough people saying certain things on social media for people that didn't fucking know. To say like I think people do sometimes mourn a death, because death is inevitable. We're all gonna croak out. Somebody hits their expiration date a little bit early and it's sad. That is gonna happen. That is a probability on the board, especially when we all control our own lives, and if somebody is being very reckless or not taking care of themselves or not having the right influences, you know what I'm saying? Wrong people, wrong time, you might be a tragedy. So the idea that like, hey, this person has passed, so that's going to ruin me. I'm going to mourn. I'm going to always be sad. I can't ever get over this. No, you're not. Technically speaking, you're always probably going to wonder what could have been in those tragic situations. So, yeah, actually, that's you're probably not. So that's a bad mentality to start off with. When the word vampire is aggressive, and I usually use in bad context, but I'm going to use it here. Vampire. You want to kind of vampire their positive energy. And I mean, I only use that term not in a bad way, but aggressively, because you want to aggressively embody the positive traits that you remembered the person. Like anything you learned from them, blah, blah, blah. Some of their vibe, maybe part of their vibe, bring it in yourself. Like, because if you do things that way, that now this emotional strength, or not, I'm sorry, strength, not strength, but now this emotional, like, oh my God, I just lost someone important to me through a tragic death. They'll never come back. Instead of that weakness, nothing can fix this, blah, blah, blah. You've now like completely reversed. You've now used that emotional stuff, that emotional hit. You've now said, oh, I'm actually going to like remember some cool stuff about them. I'm going to embody that. I'm going to do new things for them and through them. And their soul will live on, and I'll tell their stories and be positive about the situation and move on and grow from this. I'm going to grow from this. This person is gone now, but it's going to always have an emotional thing. And when you frame that emotional thing properly, it can be very, very powerful. So even if it's something that, going to be impossible to forget, always pop up in your head here and there, that when it does, that you could have moments of strength and power from that instead of mourning and wah, wah, wah. I've seen people doing wah, wah, wah over people that passed away from high school who never even really knew the person or talked to the person. In fact, sometimes even social differences, in fact, that if you got to know that person, you might have actually thought that they were a disrespectful piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying any in particular. If you would have got to know them, if you knew them in person before they died, let's say, no, I told you everything about this person other than the fact they died, they'd be like, oh man, pray for him. I hope, that sounds crazy though. You got to stay away from those types of people, blah, blah, blah. But then after they're dead, it's like this whole, wham. I know I didn't know you, but it's so sad to see, blah, blah, blah. Well, do you understand probabilities and what's going on, what happens on Earth? What happens to in other countries that are fucked? People die tragically from not being able to drink water. And your dumbass making this long paragraph on social media that you don't even know, you don't even realize you just fried the air. Now they need data centers. You can gaslight yourself into being sad for somebody you didn't know because it might make you look better on your social media feed. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Both of my dead homies were bad motherfuckers. I ain't gonna sit here and be a bitch. Who they were deep down, I knew what the kind of people they were deep down, who they could have been with all the right paths and influence. Shit. What am I going to do? Am I going to be sad being my friend again? That's so bad. Turn on the fucking game. What channel is this dumbass game on? I hope it's on Amazon. Look at this. I'm a futurist. I'm going to put the Cleveland sports basketball game on. We can have a watch party. Not a full watch, but not like that. I'm not going to even change that. I will be mentioning maybe what's going on in the game a little bit. We can chit chat. What's up? Let's catch up with some poly stuff and some chinchy here. How much pot you smoking, Luke? You tell the doc all of it. They're like, how much weed you smoking these days, Chinchy? Be like, all of it, brother. We got diamonds. We got more than that. You're like, Bish, you think I only smoke weed? We've been riding some of the shroomies. Me and Chinchy. We've had some good shroom memories this year. It's been a good. We already have. When did we start getting those? Like November? Oh man, dude. I think I did like. Because I would buy like a lot. I think I did get up to like 80. Did I consume like 80 grams or something like that over a couple months? That's really not that bad. I really only did like 1 to 4 grams every Friday night and Saturday night for like months. It gets like a little old, but also if like I was working out a lot and shit. I started to work out a lot again. Hot baths and all that. So keep myself synchronized. Oh, sharpshooter Duncan Robinson is not playing for the Pistons. Let's bet all of our money on the Cavs now. No, I'm not betting. I don't need to bet on this game. No, there's too much at stake. Oh, I want to though. What's the under? What's the over under? Let's do some gambling sponsored by, what does it say? DraftKings. Oh, I was supposed to do the ad. Yeah, so you can use promo code Bryan's World to get 50% off your new gambling addiction at DraftKings.com. All you have to do is log into the app and start making bets and feel the adrenaline rush from putting your money on the line. And all you have to do is win one time, and in your brain, you can think you can do it more and more if you keep practicing, getting better at it. And you can get addicted today at DraftKings.com using promo code Bryan's World. Next up, we got our ad for Blue Chews. That's right. Actually, no, we don't have an ad for Blue Chew because none of my viewers even need that shit. Because I will teach you how to be a king of Babylon, and through the king of Babylon, it'll make your PP work better. Boom. You understand, even without a Blue Chew, the capabilities that surges. Oh, we're plus 142. Let's take. I want a little bit of money left. I got $6 on the Cavs. Let's fucking go, baby. LeBron James. I think my daughter's a good luck charm, though. When's the next? Well, if we win this, when's the next game after this? Is it Friday? We can have my daughter, Lena. Yep. All right, cool. It'll be on Friday. So win or lose, we'll be good. Well, even if we lose today, because whenever we watch a game, a Cavs game, they usually win when we watch a game. Well, we don't. I usually sit down and watch like the fourth quarter of a basketball game. I'll have it on the big screen while I'm doing stuff. I'll have it on while I'm doing stuff, like right now. That's on ESPN. I think we'll just use Stream East. Should I just randomly start doing play-by-play out of nowhere? Oh, fuck. Oh, they're honoring the guy that. Was I right? Did they probably said something by now, huh? I mean, shit. What else is there to shit about? Is there anything like, oh god, why are we like this? You know, like you just want to say something fucked up. You just want to see. You just want to know. Like, what the fuck happened? You know, I'm gonna go pee so we can have our own moment of silence for this gentleman whose soul has moved on. Oh, he was born September 19th. Oh, damn. I was gonna say immediately go conspiracy like they sacrificed him. They could have. He could have been sacrificed. Should we look into it? I mean, September 19, that's and then May 11. So like you flip the numbers. Was there anything crazy on May 19? If you flip them, like, is there anything? He looks I don't know. What do you think? He was like an incel or something and took his own life? I mean, he doesn't look like, he's got all these tattoos. He's a basketball player. I mean, look at them dreads, and this is a guy, like, he should have no problem meeting the huzz. You know what I'm saying? Like he wouldn't even have to do Tinder. He's like me. He can just go down. Let's see here. Let me catch up. Polly says, I have been listening to I Just Can't Get Enough by Depeche Mode. The music video reminds me of all the horrible skinheads in London. Yeah, I've heard that they kind of have a skinhead type thing. Wait, what do you mean by skinheads? Like vagrants? I like the song I Just Can't Get Enough by the Black Eyed Peas. It's a good romantic song. Yeah, play what the dead play that's what I agree with. Funerals, play what the dead person would want. If they want grunge, give it to them. The second coming is waiting for everyone. What do you mean, Polly? I mean, I see what you mean, but should we just drift up away from this all into heaven now? Well, heaven doesn't sound like they have drugs. Look, if hell is like you burn for, you gotta have a break. They gotta give you a break. They're not just gonna burn you for eternity. You're gonna get like 4 hours to like fucking fuck and do drugs. That'd be sick. I'd live that. Let me get some more water. You mean hell's awesome? Yeah, you burn for like 14 hours a day, but the other 10 they let you just fucking do drugs. Literally, there's nothing cooler than either of those things. So. Fuck, man. I was on record saying Evan Mobley was going to be better than Kate Cunningham back in the day when I was a sports streamer. Yikes. I mean, not that Evan Mobley. I'm not disappointed in Evan or nothing. I mean, he seems like a little bit. He's a big guy and like strong and fast and explosive, but he just doesn't have the doll. I don't know if he's got like junkyard dog. Like, he can be tough sometimes. Have you ever heard Evan Mobley in a post game interview? Yeah, Dude, if you're gonna, he's got the earrings. He kind of looks like like his lesbian aunt. I know that reference gets used a lot, but man, this is the best I could think of. Like, dude, look. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about bedazzle and jewelry and hair and all that shit. But I am certainly not coming out there in no post game interview. Y'all know exactly how I'd sound like. I wouldn't be rude or unhinged. I'd follow the rules, but you know exactly. I mean, anybody that plays Call of Duty with me knows that, like, I'll stick up for, even if I go 17-5 and my team shits the bed and we get blown out. I'll say, you know what? I could have done better. I could have encouraged the team. I could have done better as a leader of this team, and I apologize for this loss. And, we're going to work hard and keep finding a better way. And that's the reality of sports. There can only be one team that wins, and we try to do everything here with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And my name's Evan Mobley. And, we try to do things to win every second of our day. And the other team's also doing that. And that's the beauty of sports. So we're blessed to go out there and compete. And sure, this loss hurts. And I know I could have played much better, but I at least know that I put everything I had into it. And that sometimes, even if the cookie doesn't crumble your way, well, you know what? It makes no difference from one game to the next, because I'm trying to win and play my best in every single game. But that just doesn't always happen. And we're going to go out there and be tougher. We're gonna shoot that basketball. I'm gonna dunk the ball more. I'm gonna get more aggressive. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna talk myself up and then back it up. People that talk like Allen Iverson, Allen Iverson would be sassy as fuck in an interview, and then what would he do? Go drop 40. Same with Michael Jordan. They're bad motherfuckers. They're not like that anymore. Everyone sounds like a pent up little bitch every time. You know what? Who doesn't? You know who fucking is one of my favorite all time so far. Sports players, when they get interviewed, like the best sounding people after losing or even getting miserably shit on. Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur, our quarterback for the Cleveland Brownies. I tell you what, after that first Ravens game, he was smiling and laughing. And he got thrown to the wolves and blew the game. He made a few good plays though, but he's like, man, it's just so blessed to be playing out there in the NFL. He's like, there's nothing you can really do to prepare for the moment. He gave like an actual he lost the game, but had the courage and heart to be positive in the post-game interview, because it was his first action in live game like that. And then to be positive about it, have a positive message out of that, and also give like an insight. Hey, this was my first game. I'm a human being. I just experienced football. I'm sure you guys want to know kind of what was going on in my head, and that's what he did. So not only was he positive, and when most athletes are pouty, but he did a good job on he actually tried, like, oh, I want some, I want people to know what it's like to be in the fucking NFL. Like, this just isn't all about, they always are pouting like it's all about them. And that's why I like Shedeur, because it's like, well, it's about what do we do sports for? He always is talking that kind of stuff. Like, why do we do sports? It's for people's entertainment. And people might have a hard time and be struggling in life, and this is the thing that they tune into to make them happy. So I'm going to do my best at that no matter what, because it involves other people. I'm a huge Shedeur Sanders fan. I really I think I'll follow his life. I mean, he's on the Browns right now, so I'm obsessed with the Browns. So of course I follow his life, kind of. I know about what's popping, but like, I almost would look at him like I would like a small content creator. Like, I want to follow this guy's journey, because he has, for most people coming up in his generation, even the people that are 30 years old in pro sports for 10 years, like, why is this kid coming in having You know, you guys remember what Baker made? I liked Baker, but some of the he was not like, he didn't really get my interview check. He was always pouting. Denzel Ward of the Browns. I have his autographed jersey right there. And there's a rookie card right next to it too. But he's another good one. Myles Garrett's a little sassy in the interviews. The score is 6-9. Hell yeah, brother. Of course, I look at the score and it's 69. I'm a slut. What's up, though, y'all? Polly says the cookie doesn't always crumble your way, but if you wait long enough, you will always find crumbs. Damn right. Or you see spots in the carpet, you'll always find crumbs. You dig a little bit, maybe you find some little crumbs of some roke. Some good roke. Yeah, his brother did tell the reporter to make him a sandwich. But they had a comment. They've been a little weird. The Cleveland sports media is almost predatorial sometimes, and I'm not really complaining about the questions they ask or this and this. Is just, why do you ask certain things first? Like why is Mary Kay Cabot getting the first question? It's immediately Todd Monken, our new coach of the Browns, yelled at the lady. He was like, listen, no, we just had one of the best drafts that I've seen in my life, and y'all coming in here talk about who the starting quarterback is. Like I see what you guys are doing. Like, he called him right out. Because if you ask a question early and get someone a little bit upset and pissy, they might give a good reaction that not just goes locally viral. A lot of the stuff they say is going to go locally viral, and the people that follow the radio station on the social media and stuff, like I do. I'm a big time follower. I watch a lot of 92.3 The Fan here on YouTube. But in their heads, it is about getting some national recognition, right? You want to make a clip that goes viral of, like, you know, Tom Monken yelling at someone and be like, you little fucking shit. I'm up to here with it. You caught me on a bad motherfucking day. He lights up a cigarette. Like, I'm going to tell y'all something today. I'm going to fucking tell you what it really is. Cold Cure Rosin Donnie Burger. Donnie Burger. Donovan Mitchell, dude. Heaven has ambrosia. What's ambrosia? Look up ambrosia. Okay, Polly. Drugs in heaven is ambrosia. They're trying to tempt me. Bro, which are you? Cute, Polly. Did you seriously just have me look up fruit salad? Did I spell it wrong? Oh, wait, Wikipedia. Here we go. Greek myths. If this is a Greek myth about fruit salad, Polly, I swear to God. A food or drink of the Greek. It is fruit salad. Okay, no, I mean, you're right, Polly. Yeah, but we can make our. Joe Rogan was talking about it. Well, wait, this is something about nectar. This is cum. It's not semen, is it? I dreamed of the goddess poured ambrosia over your head out of a ladle. And it was freaky. Ambrosia could be considered liquid such as cum. The consumption of cum was typically reserved to divine beings. Upon his assumption to mortality to Olympus, Hercules is given ambrosia by Athena, where the hero to die. I hate this fucking Greek mythology shit. The hero Tadius is denied the same thing when the goddess discovers him eating human brains. Oh yeah, okay. Got stuff about eating brains. Good job, Polly. Good job, you polytheism, devil worshipping, pagan ritual I'm sharing the wrong page. We actually have to click. No. I wanted to share this page. No, open in this. Here we go. There we go. Now you guys can see what I'm looking at. Sorry. I'm new to this YouTube format. You can I'm raw dogging it right through YouTube right now, just because I have this nice 4K camera and I don't want to mess with OBS or StreamYard. So I want a raw feed in 4K. Hopefully that's working. Score is now 8-9. 6 minutes. See, this is why I do not watch much of the early games. 6 minutes in the first, so the game's actually paced to be somewhere around like 80-80. This is a scrappy one. Or they're calling a bunch of fouls or some bullshit. Oh, so you're saying, Polly, going back to the song I Can't Get Enough, that Black Eyed Peas stole that song from Depeche Mode, and so am I a hipster then or something? Well, everybody stole everything from everybody. It's life. Well, I look at what am I? I'm just rattling off things probably I discovered through listening to other people. Look, we're pulling up Wikipedia. Let's give them a donation. Not. Oh, look. Holy shit, you guys. I just used Wikipedia without them asking for money. Look, it says donate in little. Wow. Did somebody get a lot of money and then stops and then they're fucking little J bags, so they stopped spending advertising money. They made their website cheaper by not having those pop-ups. Somebody donated 52 mil. They were fucking drunk. I'll get with some drunk rich guy, billionaire. I'll just get him right to fucking check. Right to check we could be I make every people information for like 35 years or something. I don't know. You can't fucking write him about the check. I'll fucking waste you, bro. We're trying to spread positivity. Bum bum beatum. Oh, Sam Merrill, white boy, enters the game. Checking out is Dean Wade, another white boy. We got some good white boys on the Cleveland team. We got Dean Wade. We got oh fuck, that's Karis LeVert on the Pistons. I miss Karis. We got Max Strus. You know, he's a scrappy little fuck. Why does Donovan look like a bitch? Fucking smile or something. We're down by 3 points. Look at Strus is loose in the corner. Bang. Makes a 3-pointer. Nothing to worry about. Why Donnie's all... Maybe he's just inspired. I don't know. Mitchell sometimes seems a little pissy. He's got that pissy superstar. But they all do. You can't find anybody who doesn't. Jesus returns when we find his bones. I'm not with... I don't support that. Plus, I am literally the second coming, so I'm right here. Just wait. I'm going to be famous and then prove I'm the second coming by turning the billionaires into blood stains. Okay, so it's some kind of nectar. So what... ambrosia. Polly brought up ambrosia as like drugs. He said in heaven they have something like drugs and it's called ambrosia. Food or drink of the Greek gods. So it's what the Greek gods are drinking. What is it? Ooh, told you I was right. It is jizz, bro. Look, ancient art depicted ambrosia has been distributed by the nymph, like a nymph. That's when someone who likes to fuck a lot. Nymph ambrosia. I'm only half nymph. I can jerk off and I'm good. Damn. Getting that belt today. This is a semi-professional production. Don't worry, I went pro with the dirty stuff. Hey-oh. Mama, we made it. Mama, I made it. Maybe my booty. We're only down by 2 points. James Harden with the ball. He's cutting to the hoop, throws one up. It rattles around, all around the hoop, and gets in there. Oh, heavens. Well, James Harden had a little bit of heaven on him with that one. Lucky bounce, and the Cavs tie the game up. Still got it. I'm actually a viewer of sports streams now. I watch I like to listen to some baseball ones. There was some guy that was, as soon as I came into his show, he was complaining about like, well, if we go under 20 viewers, I'm not gonna have to end the stream here in the 7th. And I was just like, yeah, I literally have to comment like downvoted and leaving because of your attitude. I won't even see your response to this comment. And I just buzzed off. I hate that shit. And what do you stream? What are you doing it for then? Like shit. That's TV. That's ratings. Sometimes if you're a small content creator, you might get 0 views sometimes. Like fuck off. Put on your show. I used to bitch and complain about not getting the views I deserve. It'll find you. You just do what your heart says. Do what you're being compelled to do in all the different ways. You know, don't put all your eggs in one basket. But check off but yeah, have a lot of eggs. You need a lot of eggs in your basket, bro. You can't just have one egg, one big egg. Fuck that shit. You must be dependent on nothing. Gotta get them both firing at once. Jesus bones are an island within 10 miles of Patmos. I think that we can do it ourselves. We can make our own heaven on earth if we drink ambrosia. Okay, well, why is it so some slut is giving everybody all the gods come? All right, ambrosia is very closely related to the god's other form of substance, nectar. The terms may not originally been distinguished. Nectar is usually the drink and ambrosia the food. Cleanse all defilement from her lovely flesh with ambrosia that Athena prepared for Penelope in her sleep. Oh my. Okay, reserved for divine beings. What fucking dicks? Share your ambrosia. See, that's some of the Greek mythology is actually just like, hey, there's people that actually get to live like this. These rich people, and they have everything they want. But what do the gods do? The gods are crazy. They do stupid shit. They get mad. Boom, boom. They're always having conflict. Boom. It's always a power struggle for which mythological god or goddess is really the best one. There's always that shit. They don't work together. There's always drama. It's a bunch of drama. They're feeding each other cum in their sleeps. This is fucked. They can be used as perfume. This sounds a lot. Let's not talk about that here. The deadly smell of Okay. Ambrosia has been often used with the generic of delightful liquid, like kratom. Some late writers employ it as a technical term in contexts of cookery, medicine, and botany. Oh no. Some modern whatever word they make for themselves, some modern nerds identify ambrosia with the hallucinogenic mushroom Amanita muscaria. Yeah, I'm out on this. The fuck? That's a known to be poisonous and not actually get you high. Is Rick Simpson oil mixed with I'm gonna start selling ambrosia. It's honey, RSO, urine, and meth. Talk about a drink from the gods, baby boy. Ooh-wee. Okay, Cunningham intercepts the pass. He is diving up at the hoop like a dolphin, slamming that ball home. Quick score there for Detroit. Cade Cunningham up to 10 points. The youngster Mobley trying to answer down low. He passes out to the open shooter, Max Strus. Bang! The Strus is loose. What a good job by Evan Mobley drawing the defense inside and getting the ball out to the open shooter. Still got it. Still got it. I could literally, I wouldn't have to do anything other than make the fucking stream. I could jump right back into sports at any given moment because I still watch sports and I listen to sports streamers and sports stuff. So, like, you know. Wait, they're talking about it in the context from the nymph. See, look, this hot girl's got ambrosia for you. She turned her. Oh, I'm going to segment this out later. Bryan tries to do Greek mythology. I think that maybe that I had to take this class at one of my last semesters because I was lacking a fucking literature credit, and I had to take this to graduate this fucking Greek mythology class, and the teacher was like not there for most of it, and it was just not worth my time. And I literally just I'm not coming up with my own fucking. I'm not sitting there coming up with my own essay about Greek mythology, bro. I'm literally just gonna quote everything. And she tried to say that my thing was plagiarized. I said I quoted it. I ain't gonna sit here and do all this nerd shit when I'm about to graduate and make money when I already got a job lined up that's not what I'm going to work there whether I graduate or not at a certain date. It's already in pay, like it's too late. They're not waiting for me to graduate. They'd actually rather just have me now. I'm only getting my degree for me. I didn't need the degree for the job technically. It just made me because I had a degree, it gave me a front seat and a top prospect in the company. And I was never really much better than slightly above average. So I didn't live up to my potential in that situation. But anyways, no, seriously, I was like, listen, man. What is any different if I'm going to be there's a certain requirement of a certain amount of quotes? Like, do you want me to just make their words? And what is an essay, brother? An essay is you reading something and put it in your own words. What is your own words? What really is your own words? Just a way for your brain computating the information in a different way because you're being forced to do it by something to write an essay about something you don't give a fuck about. Dude, I am a great essay writer for my entire college career from start to finish. Obviously, at the end, you get pretty good. And crank out like like a 10-page like a 10-page essay about like a specific topic in investing. Okay, I'm gonna put a ton of effort in that and try to do a really good fucking job. Don't like I am not lazy. Was not a lazy student. Like I was about producing and especially when I had an opportunity to have a long essay or a presentation. Like I wanted to show what I was capable of. But like Greek mythology, like what am I supposed to fucking write about? What really I if you're not I understand if somebody's into Greek mythology and they think all that shit's super interesting, then yeah, they're gonna have a lot to say. But if I don't have anything to say about it, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go read a bunch of shit about it and then summarize that. That is plagiarism already. Half of writing essays are plagiarism. And I had a long thing I explained to her and she buzzed off and gave me a fucking A. Because I broke it down. I bet probably just made you realize that this is a bunch of bullshit. No, not that Greek mythology isn't interesting or valuable or like worthy or interesting for a lot of people. Just for me personally, yeah, if you have me write a essay on it, I'm going to quote the fuck out of it. And I'm just gonna explain why I put that quote there. Like really, that's all. It was probably a pretty good essay. She's probably just mad that I put together something that was really good and was like, "Well, you cheated, you plagiarized." Like, no, I quoted everything. Everything is like double check to make sure I made it for your stupid little standards when you quote something. You know how long it took? That was half the time. And then it's like time is money. That's what time is knowledge. Time is fun. Time is great. Time is so many things. I'm not gonna waste my goddamn time. That's why I don't like the whole essay, college essay thing. Hey, look, I follow the rules, but I would really think about it. I'm gonna be like, I would sometimes, I think once even shit on the whole idea of like, I wonder at the end of every essay, if people didn't have to go through and make their formatting perfect, because that's really all we're graded on. You know, half the people in this class are going to come up with butt fuck opinions and barely have much. Like, it's just going to be dumb. But what if we had a prompt where people could actually share their feelings about something? So, you know, instead of spending that time, what if there was an additional prompt that actually brought something out of people a little bit better? Because, yeah, all that time you spend making sure all the formatting is perfect, well, like shit, dude. I could have been doing something else, but that's life, you know? You gotta. Certain things it's not worth being an idiot about, like I'm being right now, you know? I'm kind of joking, but. 29-29, Cavs doing good. Hanging in there. In Detroit, foreign territory. Polly wants to watch the video. You think this is going to be better? I don't know if I trust you. Wow. Am I not sharing the screen? It says it's sharing. It's lying to you.
I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. We slip get enough. I just can't get enough. We slip and slide as we fall in love, and I just can't seem to get enough.
Is it different? The Black Eyed Peas song is different. What are you saying? He's spazzing out or something? I spaz out all the time. I do that. I do crazy shit. I'm not getting amped up for the show. I'm like Ray Lewis coming out of the thing. I'm like, wow. I start humping stuff. Oh yeah, I like that.
I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Just like a rainbow, you know you set me free. And I just can't get enough.
Oh shit, it's Machine Gun Kelly. You guys see that? That was Machine Gun Kelly. Before he got AIDS.
Just can't get enough. And I just can't get enough. You're like an angel and you give me your love. And I just
What's the song about, pussy? Yeah, definitely about pussy. About fucking pussy. Look at this hot bitch. Yeah, I'm stoned as fuck. I'm a douchebag. Why am I like this? Okay, I don't think I don't think the Black Eyed Peas stole this song, Polly. I think we got that detail mixed up because oh yeah, look at this. Well, I'm sure you do love them. I'm sure you love them enough to give them like $100. And no, they won't. they truly love the people of Japan. So they're gonna make sure that they're gonna say that our video was filmed there 1 week before the earthquake and tsunami. And then since we love you so much, we're gonna give you a little shout out. We're gonna say our thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Japan. The most generic, I don't actually give a shit about you, and I'm blatantly admitting it. Reaction to a national disaster. Our thoughts and prayers. What about our resources and our revenge? Will help the people. We will get revenge on the earthquake and tsunami for you. Oh, wait a second. You're not saying they can control earthquakes and they would harm people on purpose. Oh shit. Now earthquakes are probably they can probably make an earthquake, dude. All this seismic radio Raytheon. I mean, what do you think the guy was talking about from Raytheon? What's his face again? He's probably got murked by now. But the fire trooper, they silenced him. That story went away. He was like, yeah, they got direct energy weapons and would fathom. It would blow your mind. Well, what do you think he means by that? Yeah, he means making earthquakes and shit. What else is going to blow somebody's mind? They're always dancing weird in those types of I like some of those old how do I explain? it's like a nerdy sexual. It's like sexy but nerdy as fuck at the same time. It's like have you seen the music video for Tainted Love? I used to play that song on here. The music video for Tainted Love, it's like most people would call them goofy or weird and stuff, and me, I'm like, that's badass as shit, like leather jackets and all that, and they're like romantic kind of, but they fuck probably pretty good, but there's also a strong level of romantic entertainment that they can provide to a woman. I like that shit. That video you showed me kind of gave me that vibe. Would you say he was spazzing out even more? Oh, they're drinking ambrosia. I'm probably too retarded to find the right moment. You gotta give like anxiety. Yeah, no, let's go back to the Black Eyed Peas. Just can't see. It's a much different song.
I'm addicted, wanna jump inside your love.
Yeah, there you go. Good song. Totally not in the mood. My heart is so broken and I'm so sad I can't even listen to love songs ever again. It's so hard for me to find anybody out. Oh my god, yeah, right. I feel bad for the old version of myself sometimes. How did you not? I don't even know. I allowed a string of unluckiness from the types of females I was engaged in, not engaged as in getting engaged. I mean engaged with in terms of just in some form. Oh fuck! The Pistons just shit on us. It's 43-32 now. Oh, we'll have to come back. All right, where's my? I gotta get to my list. We were listening to stuff. I gotta rock a piss, and then we'll watch some videos or some shit. Got milk all the best I can get out of my brain for this podcast episode. You know. Oh yeah, I think I was supposed to add some animal pack to this. We didn't even get packed up. Just a little bit. I got the pack, baby. Sipping pack all day. I try to take some breaks from coffee because it stains the teeth. I need to get my teeth a little bit better. A little whiter. Man, I really like that. It's showing that Haley girl again. Fuck. Hollywood Haley. That's the only video I've seen of her. She just looks cool, man. Like there ain't no bitches making entrances all swagged out. I need me a thuggin' ass bit. You know what I'm saying? I can't have this like, oh, you have emotional baggage and you're gonna be a little coward about it, and then you need me. So no, I don't want someone who needs me. I hate that shit. I used to be like, oh, someone deserves a great guy like me. That's fucking lame. I don't care about any of that. I care about. I don't care. I go with the flow. If the universe wants to put me with somebody and we're supposed to be in a love relationship, then so be it. But until the universe does something like that, I'm riding solo and I'm having a good time doing so. But when I do see someone like Hollywood Haley J right here, I can't help to think that maybe she could be the one.
She's coming with the same sound technique, but a whole lot more power, guys.
Yeah, she says she doesn't get too much time to train though because she's just wrestling all the time. And professional wrestling, yes, okay, it's choreographed or whatever, but I'm telling you, it's very, very athletic.
I already like the look at that. She's saying some choke on dick, bitch.
She's gonna be ready, and look at this, putting on a show.
Slap that ass.
Being a little offensive.
Yeah, the point, bro. But I do that. See?
Ellie Dempster, 28 years old, currently living in Las Vegas, originally from Canada, one of the biggest crypto martial
she's physically attractive
in the country. She's working with Power Slap sponsor VChain, doing a lot of content and interviews during Fight Week. A very interesting
my type lies
young
in
lady
personality,
is Ellie Dempster.
Yeah,
I'm
she
sure
made her
Haley,
debut back in
Hollywood
June against
Haley J,
Michael
has
Brown.
some
Got a
beautiful
win
blonde
by
dreadlocks.
disqualification in the second round. Prior to that,
certainly
was
add
living
to
in
her
Thailand
already,
for 10 years. Had a lot of Muay Thai fights,
sassy
40 fights in
appearance.
total, 12 wins, 2 losses, 9 KOs. She had
But
a
her
background in
attitude,
karate
her
combat.
facial
She tore her
expressions, the way she
ACL, did a lot
walked,
of
you know,
sports growing up. Football,
these are
rugby,
things that
Australian
they
rules
developed,
football.
man. But, when I say I have
New Zealand.
a type, doesn't mean what you look like. It means more how you act. Because I know a lot of people do the whole like, oh, well, this person kind of likes me and I'm attracted to them and they're cute, so we're gonna be together and get married and not actually like each other secretly. But hey, as long as I have a partner who's I'm attracted to, everything is perfect. Well, actually, if you had them goggles, if I gave you some goggles, oh man, the Cavs are starting to get shit on. If I gave you some goggles that made you saw the potential future if you were just on your own and single for a while and had to find a different path that was all just always dating someone, always with someone, suddenly you would hate the person. You would want people might physically assault the person they're with if they were able to see the other life. They put on a VR headset and say, hey, this is actually your life now. And be like, you know what? Maybe that's not perfect, but it's so much fucking better than what's going on here. I didn't even know that it would be better. I thought it'd be horribly and I'd be sad forever if I lost my precious wife, even if she's not perfect. Oh, it's so hard to find somebody, but at least I found somebody, and yeah. Me and Hollywood, Haley J, we'd be about. She's probably a content creator like me. We're about me, you know. We're about coming up on them, creeping on a come up. Is Donovan Mitchell not the game? They don't play him enough. I don't know why we don't play our best player the whole game in these situations. Yeah, we're down. There's 6 minutes left in the second. I don't care if he's tired. We're down 13. He needs to be in the game and save us. Harden's beard is fucking gray. Although I have a few grays on mine. Who ends up winning? See, there's my girl. She's got like a leopard tattoo. That's pretty hot. See, most people would pick this girl. And if you were to pick, most men would be like, well, I want that girl. I'll pick her, Hollywood Haley. Did she slap the fuck out of her?
Used to the stage.
Oh, fuck. Oh, faked her out. Oh. Can you do that? Oh.
That's a good slap. Sounded great. I mean, Dempster takes it no problem. Smiles immediately. Wags the finger, but it was a good start. Landed, on target. Good power. Decent impact. Clean blow.
Has to watch that right
Just didn't get the
foot going
knockout
forward,
spot.
I would imagine.
And she's got to be careful not to leave her arm completely extended. We saw earlier on the prelims somebody dislocated their elbow.
She didn't really get it clean. Yeah, no, she
Straight.
didn't get it
You
clean.
can't extend the elbow. She's going to watch that.
Might get
As
fucked
you
up
said
right
before,
here.
we're going to keep that slightly bent, almost like a hook.
A little bend in the arm is required.
So we breathe, Haley.
Here comes Ellie Dempster.
She's never been knocked down.
Both of these girls coming in 1-0.
Okay, right hand on two. Right hand on two. You must measure. There's your measure.
We breathe, Haley.
One.
Oh. Oh, the fake. Oh, they knocked her out. They got her.
Trying to get to her feet.
Head goes to the table and then sits down. She needs to take her time. Take a few seconds. Now get up.
She don't know what's going on. She's got
Still a little woozy.
Oh shit.
Oh, she doesn't look okay. Yeah.
She don't know what the fuck's going on.
She was still kind of stumbling. You got to think about the safety first.
Yeah, she don't know what's happening. She got knocked. No, they don't. They don't got beards. There's some pretty hot. There's some really beautiful women I've seen. Am I still on here, Polly? Can you still see me? It says I might be temporarily blocked. I stole somebody's stuff. Wait, Paul, is her name really Dempster? Oh, did you, Paul? You've seen this fight before? I don't really watch much Power Slap. That's hilarious. That's badass. No, I don't. Every once in a while I catch like some videos of it. I think it's interesting and cool. I just never. Oh, she took it. She cheated. Hell yeah, it's my kind of girl. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. All right, I think that's all I have for the show tonight. As always, y'all, keep it fucking real. And we will catch you next time. Peace.